All right, welcome to our next park build, Frontierland. A park build that is based on designs done by Frontier. Let's pause here for a bit. So this is going to be using creatures that are exclusive to JWE2, primarily creatures from the DLCs, but also like Amargasaurus and Coelophysis. As you might have noticed, we have a map pre-built. This is something we're going to do for a lot of future park builds, I think, where we'll take the time to customize a environment and then we'll build the park on it in a proper Jurassic Challenge mode style playthrough. In this case, I've set up the fences ahead of time. We won't always do that, but I had a very particular plan for the enclosure layout, and I didn't want to have to try to build this elaborate system piecemeal in real time in an active park. So I built it ahead of time, which comes with its own downsides because we're going to have to mitigate powering this behemoth for as long as possible. So yeah, this is the square map, as you might have noticed, for Sierra Nevada. Insanely large map. I think I've spent probably 4 hours preparing this map overall too, which is, let me tell you, that's pretty complex. A large part of which is lowering the elevation of the edges and flattening everything out, and then yeah, building up the environment. So we're playing on kind of like a recessed hot spring is the idea. We've got kind of this central hump here, which is like the main hot spring area conceptually. And then a lake powered by just melt from the surrounding frozen tundra. And you got all the trees and stuff down on the crater floor where the dinosaurs are going to live. And then we're going to build up on these ledges, not exposed to the blasting wind of the tundra, but at least sheltered from it by the first tier of cliffs here. And so that's kind of the plan there. Now, I built all of this with unlimited cache, but there's a neat thing we can do. We can go to sandbox settings. We can go to, I think, gameplay, park. Yeah, and we could change the cache from unlimited, and we could set it to low, and we can hit apply. And suddenly, we're playing on a proper Jurassic Park build, starting from the amount of cache you'd have in a Jurassic difficulty park, challenge mode or chaos theory or whatever. Yeah, and everything else here is set to Jurassic income tax is now in the game as a default setting, so we don't need mods for that anymore. That is set to high, which is the highest setting it has available. I don't know why it doesn't have a Jurassic. It's just got high, medium, and low, and none for settings. Just like the income target has low, medium, high, and Jurassic. So that's kind of weird. I feel like this might be easier than Jurassic difficulty income tax. And if it turns out to be the case, we'll mod it eventually to make it more difficult. Probably more difficult than base game by a small amount. We've seen before that we can push that too far and it becomes pretty bad. So we don't want to go crazy on that. But yeah. Anything else to talk about here at the start? I think we're good to go. So yeah, now everything from here on out is being built with actual economy, and it's only the starting customization of the maps that is done with infinite cache. The map here, I could make this available potentially as like a Nexus mods download if people are interested, either with or without the fences. And that could be something fun we do for future park builds, is offer up the base map as something available to the community. Before or at the same time that we do the park build on it, basically, so everybody else can like play along with their own version of the map and do whatever they feel like doing on it. I'm not gonna lie, I had maybe grander aspirations for this map in my mind. This is pretty close to what I was hoping for. The big thing I wanted is I wanted like snow all over the top level, and then I wanted to actually be grassy and green down below, and you can't do that on Sierra Nevada. And Sierra Nevada is the only map and the only square map where the actual terrain you can see on the edge of the map is all snow covered, right? So every other map, even like the other tundra maps, they're going to be not snowy past the map edge. So this is really the only one that could capture the overall aesthetic as closely as I envisioned it. Potentially something that could be changed with mods to work a little bit better. Having access to like different brush types. Because we do get access to different foliage now in this update, but only as decorations, not as brushes. So that's the situation. I think this is going to be a DFW-centric park build. It's not going to be strictly the DFW building set. It's just going to be focused on it. I think I want to start north of the lake here basically at the perimeter of the crater. So I think we'll go ahead and toss the entry point down here. And then we can go ahead and get... Actually, we might need to move that a little bit closer to deal with transport. Yeah, I think we better, because we're going to have to really optimize the early game park for transport rating, because it's just so huge. The first dinosaur that's going in is a Marga, and we're going to put a Margosaurus down here by this lake. So let's get that built. Right now we have no expenses, so we can actually run here on fast forward. It doesn't really matter. We're going to waste a little bit of extra money moving this, but that's fine. All right. I wonder if closing the park matters. That was a change they made where the park always starts open. And I'm not sure how it matters, to be honest. Which is the thing that's throwing me. Why don't we put the park entrance down here temporarily? I'm going to put the viewing gallery to start with here. So I think we'll put it like... We could put it all the way down here. Just in this enclosure. And then move everything up the hill properly later when we have transport rating. You know what? I think that's what we do. Yeah. I think we start building in the crater temporarily. And then we move out. So, looks like that aligns with the fence there. So we'll just go ahead. Is there anything that's going to block us? No, there's just some terrain elevation differences. So this is fine. So we'll just go ahead and slap this down here. Get started with some paths. Let's get our initial viewing gallery in just so we know where it's going to go. I think I want it sideways like that, basically. Okay, and that should be enough space, like, for our initial park layout, essentially. So, let's get our other buildings. We'll just throw them all down here. We're not going to be worried about space in the long term, since this is all a temporary arrangement. And we'll move everything up the hill once we have the capability to actually have a proper transport rating. So, we need that. We need the Science Center. We need the Expedition Center. Everything else can wait. We'll throw the Expedition Center maybe back behind here somewhere. Okay, that can be our initial park section. Now, power is going to be a thing we need to be careful about, because we don't want to power all of the fences everywhere, right? Yeah, so we can put power here. The hatchery can be powered by the fence later. So, we're going to want to separate off the enclosure a bit so that the Amargas that we start with can't wander too far away. We want them to stay in view. So I think what we'll do is we'll do something like this. Kind of an arbitrary starting pen. A little bit bigger maybe than what we'd normally do, too. We'll do something like that. And then we can go ahead and just make a break in the fence here. And make a break in the fence here. And that should keep all of that unpowered while powering the part of the fence that we do use. And other structures that will be built off of that. And then for our hatchery, this can go in here. And I think we'll just I think we'll just cut it over the water. I think that'll be fine. Just a temporary, you know, solution anyway. That looks essentially straight, which is surprising to me. Okay. So, Amargasaurus, to start with, costs. 6 logistics. What do we have? 3 altruistic, not bad. 3 generalist, pretty cheap actually, which is not bad. Altruistic. Okay, I think we need to grab these 2. And there's no other options. Get them dispatched. Now, we should be doing some micromanaging of power here. We'll shut down the Science Center until that's back. Shut down the viewing gallery. Shut down the hatchery. Actually, we should technically make the fence break here and minimize the amount of power we're drawing, so we'll do that. I didn't really need to put back that other piece of fence either. It's fine. Okay, and this is going to be a minute while we bleed cash. That's fine. We'll pause real quick. Here's our haul. We got a few shark fossils, which are quite welcome. It's actually really nice. 86% of Marga. Definitely we want to get this park open ASAP, so we'll go ahead and process that. And we'll shut down the Expedition Center in the meantime. And then when that's done processing, we can check how much genetics we need to clone these and hire another scientist if necessary. Okay, so we need 6 genetics for a Margosaurus, which means we need to hire a 3rd scientist. Hopefully we can find one that's got 3 genetics. Because we're pushing up here. Okay, 4 genetics generalist. 1 welfare, though. Gives us 4 welfare. That might not be enough. There's a welfare specialist. Actually, she's a pretty good welfare specialist. Oh, this one's stupid expensive. We would prefer not to have them. 2. We need a 3. They're the only ride in town, which kind of sucks. Oh, we need... Yeah, we need a 3, or we can have 3 2s. Actually. So we could just pick up 2 skill geneticists, which means we can't grab the welfare specialist. It's intended to be more of like a volcanic crater than a meteor crater, but it does definitely have a very meteor crater feel to it. You can have it whichever way you choose. So we could grab these 2. These are both 2 genetics, 2 welfare. I'm pretty sure then we could get the hatch. Even if it's 6 welfare, yeah. And they're not expensive, relatively speaking. And they're the only options. So yeah, I think it has to be Elijah and Waleed? I don't know, man. I don't know how you say that. Faster research is pretty shit. Well, I mean, it's not worthless, but it's not ever anything I look for. But yeah, it's the only option. So let's grab you and you. Modify. So currently 2 patterns. Okay, we can randomize. Now the pattern in genetics or pattern and skin genetics are going to be reset back to base game because all of our mods have been removed. So we'll have to research those normally eventually. For now, am I willing to dump? No, let's not put any investment in these because they're not full genetics anyway. Okay, there's our 6. These will be quick so we can stay live here. And just have 3 seconds of dead air. It's fine. 1 viable egg. Well, you know what? It does the job. And it is 6 welfare, which is pretty rough. Although we still have $1 million left after this. So we'll get our first Amarga out and actually still be solvent, which is pretty good, actually. It's not a bad start by any means. We could synth the second batch right away. If we're profitable, I probably won't. I'll probably try to finish the genetic sequence. The other consideration is going to be, do we keep these scientists? Like 445, 345, 844. You're not bad. She's not bad at all. 524. These other ones are pretty mediocre. Yeah, I think we probably work on replacing these people at some point. I think we do all the work we can with the crew we have here. And then we dump everybody except for Abid. I don't know. Because I think 844 altruistic's actually pretty good. Although she is actually the most expensive one, despite being altruistic, which is interesting. Still, I think that's fine. Alright, there's our first frontier species in the park. The Amarga. Enough watching her. Yeah, she needs fiber, forest. There might be, I mean, there's gonna be forest. There might be some fiber. I think there's fiber over here. We can go ahead and throw down a little bit extra because I started some plants in these enclosures just to make them, just to style them a bit, you know. Now, is she in invisibility here? Is she in view? That's a much better way to phrase that.
Another interesting factoid.
Why do I not see visibility? There it is.
Meant it probably liked
Almost.
to feed on the taller branches of trees and such. At least that's what it says. Guess we'll find out, huh?
Okay. Let's get the park open. Oh wait, it was open. I guess because I moved it. I don't know. Well, whatever. Fine. It's fine. Let's make sure we shut down the hatchery. Okay, and then let's talk research plans. So, yeah, currently not in view, so we're not making any money yet. We can research power straight away. Probably not bad. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just get started. "41 minutes. You know what? Yeah, let's get the Amarga finished first. That way, if we decide we need to make a second one, we've got it ready to go. And then we'll do research at. Because, like, all the research we need right now is logistics based. There's not really anything worth doing on these guys. Well, can we do... Yeah, we can do the paleomedical facility. We'll do that. Research. That'll be worth knocking out here. Since that takes welfare specifically. Are you in view? Yes, you are. You're still working on your territory, but you're getting there. Okay, there's the paleomedical facility. We have a star rating, which surely means we're making money. No, we're not profitable. Not yet. but it's going up. So let's get some other stuff in here. Specifically, restroom and shelter. Okay, right now, path capacity is an issue. So we can probably fix that a little bit by trying to convince them to go around this other direction. Okay, yeah, path capacity is now very good. Potential guest is actually being met. Probably just need more. Or to fire scientist. 30 seconds on that. Yeah, we're plateauing, so we're not going to reach profitability. But if the profit loss is minimal, we could still do some work here. 12 minutes. Okay. You should be done now for a while. Okay, another shark is pretty good. Ah, you're tired. Maybe we just need to push out another Amarga. We might not be able to take the time and rest to actually finish it because we're losing money in the meantime. We can do it. Oh, no, we can't rest this person until this is done. Okay, well, let's do this. Let's do this. We'll try and finish the genome. We'll see if it works out or not. We might be in trouble, but it's fine. We can also see if an amenity is profitable. I don't think it will be with just one. We could also fire scientists, of course. Like, yeah, we're not going to go bankrupt because we can always just fire our scientist and become profitable. I'm just going to try and squeeze this out here so that we don't have to fire them right away. But it is going to be dangerously close. Okay, 600k left. We should have a contract popping soon too, which will help. Okay. Science Center. Yeah, the extraction's still ongoing. Okay. 12 seconds to build that. Okay, the guy who needs a break. That's you. You are potentially fireable. So synthing and hatching's gonna take these three. Do I rest first? That's the real question. That's a tough question. 550k. I mean, we're only losing 1,000 a pip here. But how long do we have on power? That's the other issue. 17 minutes now. Two minutes to rest. That's another 2 minutes where we're not profitable. I think we have to. Alright, let's do the rest. See if we can make it. 470. Is the Marg happy here? 99%. I mean, you're really close, my dude. You just need to, like, move more. Okay. I wonder if an amenity could make the difference. I'm just not sure if we have enough park interest to make an amenity profitable. That's the thing. Yeah. Okay, how long do we have here? Just 20 seconds. Yeah, okay, so that's done now. Potentially what we do is we push out an Amarga and then we fire a bunch of staff. 8 minutes till that's empty. That's rough, actually. Like, catastrophically so. Ooh, it's 300k to hatch that. We can't actually hatch it. Shit. Okay. What do we do? What we need to do is we need to get profitable. So let's see if we can get profitable amenities. Okay, these are profitable. Okay, so then we're probably fine. Yeah, we'll maximize the profit here. Oh, they fixed the previews. Well, that's nice. I'm glad they fixed the previews on the amenities. Because it kind of sucked that they broke those. You were usually able to kind of just remember it and be fine. 2-1, 1-3, 1-3. Okay. So this should, I think this should get us somewhere. Two two 1-4, 2-2-0-1-9. Yeah, see, upkeep cost is increasing too. Okay, so there's the Amargas. Okay, so we need to keep these 3. That leaves you. You're the one I want to actually keep in the long term. So I can't really afford to fire you. Let's see if this ticks over to profitable. That's profit. It doesn't look like it is. So maybe it's not. Maybe the way the ticks work is maybe inconsistent. Hard to say. We're painfully close to profitability. We could just hatch that egg. 218.5, 218.7, 218.8. We're also boned if this thing ever goes out of view for too long, which is really bad. Okay. Contracts. Guests, modify, increase the number of dinosaurs. None of these are going to save us. That one's probably pretty bad, actually. Oh, profit. Profit is officially there. Okay, I think there's just a delay on that chart.
You can measure our success by our head count. Especially the ones that are still attached to the neck, huh? So let's strive for that.
We lost some money there. Yeah, because it's like out of view, so ratings are going down, which is pretty rough. Oh man, we're like completely at the mercy of its visibility. Yuck. That's rough. That's real rough. What do we do? Shit, 3 minutes on power. Yeah, without a good contract, I think we're fucked. I think we're in trouble. So we need to get this out. 38, 125. Okay. Yeah, we have to demolish the science center to salvage this. Let's get that egg out. This one's coming back into view. Park should become profitable shortly. Yeah, I just saw it tick up from 333 to 334. So that's something. Also, if this thing ever gets sick, we're fucked. But, oh well. Okay. Let's talk research. I know we just deleted the research center. The big thing left is power. Beyond that, we got most of the other prerequisites stuff to get a viable park completed. All we missed was power. So we just keep the 2 logistics people, fire the other 2, and that should be fine. Okay. So this guy's ready to go. Let's immediately pop over to the scientists. Now. Three. Might not be enough to do treatments if we have to, but I think we just fire these guys. That should get profit up pretty good. And now we just focus on, like, getting the park stabilized before we re-expand. So nothing here improves this. This one's a little different. Let's also check it. Yeah, nothing here is going to improve this. At least not yet. Might improve when both of them are in view. There's our second Amarga. Mangrove Calcarana. And the other one was just a blank Limpopo. Unfortunately, yeah, no adventure guests in the park. So this contract can't be completed. This is about to go dry. We don't even have the money for that. So why don't we delete the hatchery? That's another 127. So delete the hatchery. Keep this running. That gives us 100k leeway, which is good. Okay, both of them are in view. We can double check this one more time. Yeah, profit never goes up. It's close, but it can't get there. Same with this one. Okay. But we're making money, so that's good. I'm not going to reset the contract. We're going to wait, do it next month. Looks like we probably just hit a half star. What else can we do for perk ratings, maybe? So 100%, 99 shelter, 73 accommodation. They want a hotel. That's probably worth it. I think it's worth investing in the hotel. If we can. 100k. That might be a little too much. 100k is also response facility. 250 for paleomedical. Yeah, we'll make sure these guys are comfortable. That way they don't get sickness developing for unmet needs. I think we need to... We need that hotel because that'll up profits, and then we can hopefully just make the push for the ranger station and the medical facility after that. Let's just put the hotel in. Oh, we can use the hotel to bolster visibility too, if we're smart about it. Yeah, this corner over here is just the problem corner. Just kind of an issue because that's where the hatchery's got to go back in. We could put the hatchery around the corner, I guess. Oh, this is also not going to be in view of power anywhere here. Okay, I mean, there's limited options then for what we can actually do with this. We'll just get slightly more visibility there, I guess. A little unfortunate. We should have thought of that sooner and kept a better spot for the hotel. Like, probably just put it where the shelter was. Would have been good. Probably could still do that. I mean, now we built it, so it's too late. But we probably still could have just moved the shelter. That wouldn't have been that expensive. Oh well. Profit margin's not bad right now. This is going to boost it even further. Yeah, these are still not worth it. Same thing, not worth it. Very close, but not quite. Didn't really get more guests there. I guess it went up a little bit. 5 or so more people or something that crept in there. Okay. Yeah, it seems all right. All right, well, I think we just gotta accumulate some cash now. And we could potentially do that by getting a new contract. Build an aviary. You're a really funny game. Funny, haha. Ticket sales is the only good option here. Reach ticket sales of 45,000 per minute.
But a little extra in the bank doesn't hurt.
It's a better contract than what we had. It's not going to happen anytime soon, though. Because we're in no position to clone another dinosaur to get these ticket sales. What did I say? In what sense? I said a lot of things. Okay, we have enough money here to get some stuff in. So why don't we... Health 100%. So we can still see the health without status checking, which is good. Comfort's dwindled a little bit because you moved away from your forest. Oh yeah, territory decay is going to be back to the base game rate, which is going to fucking suck. Oh, I don't think I asked you anything. Probably I said something that sounded like your name, maybe? I don't know. Alright, let's get the ranger station in so we can status check manually, of course. I'd have to play the tape back to see what I said. Because I have no idea what it would have been. Whatever I said, it wasn't supposed to be your name. Oh, hold on. We gotta make sure this is shut down. Also, did I shut down? Yeah, staff center shut down. Everything else is good. Okay. This is also another opportunity to take some pictures. Whoa, look at that texture. What What is... I guess it's just snow on concrete, but it looks like the texture is really fucked up. No worries, man. It's alright. It's not your fault if you heard your name. It's my fault for saying something that sounded like your name. Wait. Why do I never remember how to status check? Oh, because you have to go to aim mode, right? Yeah. Every new park I do, I have to remember how manual status checks work. Okay. There we go. Everything's fine. You're missing more stuff because you suck. Understandable. There you go. More veg. Okay. That's shut down. Good, good, good. 200K. What does the medical teams cost? So we don't need to build the medical team. We just need to have that cash on standby, basically. 250. So we're basically really close to that. Yeah, the bigger problem is this. So yeah, now we no longer have that money on standby. This is 10 minutes of power bought. So basically the thing here is we need to build back up to the science center. Get the science center in, research power, and build a power generator. And then after that, we can build back up to the hatchery. So, oops. What do we need for that? 250K for the science center. So we need like 400K, maybe 350 to build the science center. That way we're not so far away from the paleomedical facility that these guys can accidentally die on us. With their comfort continuously decreasing because Frontier's default territory decay is awful. Like, absolutely horrendous. Alright. Well, we'll just have to keep babysitting them because territory's nonsense. Alright. Well, I think we can wrap this one up here for today. And then between episodes, we can just try to accumulate about 400K and then come back next time.